There's a little spot that's dear to me wherever I may roam. Its memory stands out in my mind on land or raging foam. And if I had the chance again for to live my life all o'er, I would spend my days not too far away from my native home Tramore. Oh, fare thee well to Knockanduff, to Fenner and Dunhill, to the lands that lie around Moonvie and Ballyscanlen Hill. Carrigavantry too, sure I bid adieu, perhaps I'll see no more, and the other scenes that's so dear to me round my native home Tramore. Oh, to see again those happy times that we spent in days of yore, or to dance again with my youthful friends upon my father's floor. The music by the fireside would fill your heart with joy, or to sing along with a good old song I learned when just a boy. Oh, to walk along her streets again, it grieves my heart full sore. Or to stand alone upon the prom and view her mighty shore. I pray to God in heaven when my stay on earth is o'er, that he might lay me down in my native town, a place called sweet Tramore. All youth, take heed to what I sing, if you're inclined to roam, for you'll never find the peace of mind that you left back in your home. I've travelled through old Ireland, from the mountains to the shore, but I'd rather be beside the sea in my native home Tramore. So fare thee well to Knockanduff, to Fenner and Dunhill, to the lands that lie around Moonvie and Ballyscanlen Hill. Carrigavantry too, sure I bid adieu, perhaps I'll see no more, and the other scenes that's so dear to me round my native home Tramore. I've rambled over land and sea, I have travelled far and near, I've seen the sights and the neon lights of cities I hold dear. But now the hour has come at last, and it's time for me to go and see again the homeland that I left so long ago. The Cumra mountains look so grand on that quiet afternoon. The birds were singing in the trees, and the flowers were in bloom. I heard the whisper of the wind through the golden fields of corn. But the sun shone down on Waterford, the old place where I was born. I saw our own cathedral, and the city looked so grand. And Kilmacthomas and Portlaw, Bunman and Tramore strand. We sang the old Dungarvan Oak, and we made the rafters ring. Headed down to sweet Lismore and lovely Cappoquin. Still the Cumra mountains look so grand on that quiet afternoon. The birds were singing in the trees, and the flowers were in bloom. I heard the whisper of the wind through the golden fields of corn. But the sun shone down on Waterford, the old place where I was born. It's grand to be back home again with the friends that I once knew, and to see those Deise boys and girls in their colours white and blue. It's proud I am as any man who loves his native home. So I'll settle down in my hometown and never more will roam. But the old Cumra mountains look so grand on that quiet afternoon. The birds were singing in the trees, and the flowers were in bloom. I heard the whisper of the wind through the golden fields of corn. But the sun shone down on Waterford, the old place where I was born. Oh, a boat from Dunleary was moored to the pier, when the voice of an exile I happened to hear. As I gazed o'er my shoulder in the pale harbour light, fare thee well, lovely Deise, I'm leaving tonight. Oh, farewell, Ballybricken, goodbye, Butlerstown. Adieu, Ballytruckle, and the road to Piltown. To the lights of the city and the sands of Tramore, fare thee well, lovely Deise, I may see you no more. Farewell to the pastures in childhood I saw, to the famed Ballygunner and the lands round Portlaw, to the lovers that whispered in the shades of Dunhill, fare thee well, lovely Deise, how I think of you still. It is well I remember how I longed just to stray From the streets of Dungarvan right into Clonea, where the beams of old Helvig, how they guided me right. Fare thee well, lovely Deise, I'm leaving tonight. Some day, with good fortune, sure I may retire by the streams of Bunman or the vale of the Nire, by the slopes of the Cumras or the sweet Knockmeal Downs. Fare thee well, lovely Deise, of fame and renown. There's a spot in my heart for the folks of Lismore, and send me a shamrock from the great Knockanore, from the groves of Blackwaters to Tallow by the Bride. Fare thee well, lovely Deise, I'm leaving tonight. So farewell, Ballybricken, oh goodbye, Butlerstown. Adieu, Ballytruckle, and the road to Piltown, to the lights of the city and the sands of Tramore. Fare thee well, lovely Deise, sure I may see you no more.